Welcome to Fantastic Realm. I'm Iyare, and this is your weekly roundup of the latest books to hit your comic book store shelves. This week, we have a couple of real interesting compendium comics, The Last Knockings of the Secret Invasion, and The First Fruit of the Dark Reign. First up this week, we've got a couple of really interesting compendiums from Boom Studios. We've got this one, Cthulhu Tales, and this, Zombie Tales. And what's really good about both of these books is that you don't need to have read any back issues or know anything about the continuity of either book to kind of enjoy them straight away. Now, what each has is 3 short stories based on the theme on the cover. So we have 3 kind of zombie themed stories in Zombie Tales and 3 kind of Lovecraftian kind of monster tales in Cthulhu Tales. All of the stories are beautifully realised in terms of their art, though they are very, very different styles from story to story. And each of the stories has a little twist or a little kind of hook that makes each one of them well worth reading. So both of these books represent pretty good value in terms of that you're getting 3 kind of whole stories that you can kind of consume in one go in the one book. Both are on your shelves this week and well worthy of your attention. Cthulhu Tales and Zombie Tales on your shelves this week. So while we're on the subject of compendium comics, here's a new one from Marvel. Now this is Dark Reign New Nation #1, and here we find collected 5 stories that act like prologues for 5 new series that we're going to see from Marvel in 2009. And based on this reading, there seem to be 2 series in particular that jumped out that are going to be essential reading, that are going to be part of Dark Reign as we go into the new year. And those 2 stories were firstly Secret Warriors, the brand new Nick Fury story, and also War Machine, which he's always been a little bit of a B character, like, because he was a sidekick to Iron Man, who was never necessarily the most popular character before. But this looks like a really, really good setup for a new series for him. And this book in general, even though more of the stories were less interesting to me than not, it seems to be a good place to pick up Dark Reign and see whether any of the books that are going to be part of it are going to be things that you're going to want in your life. So if you want to get a handle on Dark Reign, grab this Dark Reign New Nation #1 on your shelves this week. So also hitting your stands this week is this, Mighty Avengers #20. It's billed as Secret Invasion, the Epilogue. And what it does is functions really well as a kind of last knockings of Secret Invasion set up for the Dark Reign. And there are 2 really good things about this book. The first is that it kind of really makes Hank Pym a sympathetic character and you really feel some of what he's going through in the aftermath of the Secret Invasion. And 2, the art. It's really, really beautifully realised art with lovely colours and really nice, fine line work, and I really enjoyed it. So if you want to kind of enjoy the last of the Secret Invasion and set yourself up for the Dark Reign, you could do a lot worse than this. This is Mighty Avengers #20, hitting your stands this week. Also out this week is Invincible Iron Man #8. Now, like a lot of people, I kind of got more into Iron Man off the back of the movie this year, which was really good. We really enjoyed Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, and that whole realisation of it was wicked. And going back and enjoying some back issues of Iron Man and Iron Man Extremis and everything, I really gotten into the character. And this is great. I really enjoyed this book. This is basically the aftermath of the Secret Invasion. You know, Tony Stark has been deposed as the head of Shield. Shield no longer exists. Stark Industries is in huge kind of problems, and Tony is basically the bad guy now. You know, and this is great. You know, with Norman Osborn is the good guy and Tony's the bad guy, and they're kind of setting up to kind of be at each other's throats in the course of this, and it looks great. I enjoyed it. And what the best thing about this book is that it's not that it doesn't wallow in Tony Stark's kind of depression, having been deposed. You know, he's gone from being the guy in control of the world to, you know, basically a schnook. But it's got a lot of humour in this book. It's not depressing, it's not down. This is the guy who's going to face his trials and tribulations in a positive way and do something, and I really enjoyed it. So if you get a chance to check it out, I would highly recommend it. The Invincible Iron Man #8 on your stands this week. There are a couple of other comic books around this week. For people who've been following New Krypton, we get to part #8. It's in Supergirl this week.
Also out this week, Deadpool hits issue number 5. It's achingly funny and action-packed as ever. The relentlessly grim Walking Dead from Robert Kirkman hits number 56 on Image Comics this week. The Amazing Spider-Man is up to issue 581 with more revelations about Harry Osborn in that one. We've got Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon's Punisher Warzone on Marvel Knights hits issue number 2 this week. And Brendan Deneen and Paul Green's reimagining of Flash Gordon, that's out as well. It hits issue number 3.
And also, people who are big fans of the X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men 505 hits your stands this week as well. Okay, so that's pretty much all we've got time for this week. In fact, it's all we've got time for this year, as we're going to take a little break for Christmas and the New Year and be back in 09 feeling fine. So you can catch the next episode of Fantastic Realm probably live on your internet by about the 9th or 10th of January. In the meantime, keep your questions and your comments coming, and watch all the back issues of the show, and have yourselves a lovely Christmas and a wicked New Year, and we will catch you in 2009 with more brand new episodes of Fantastic Realm. You can buy any of the books we reviewed at fantasticrealm.co.uk, and don't forget to quote the code FAN1 to get a 10% discount. You can also check us out at our eBay store. You can see more videos and join our online communities at Facebook, MySpace and YouTube. So feel free to add a comment about this video below, and don't forget you can drop by the store and check out what we've got in stock.